Hi everyone, it is Texture Tag on Tuesday number 20. Jerry shows us how to put some texture and dye on fabric using Inkense. She uses Inkense blocks. I don't have Inkense blocks. I have the pencils. They should work just fine. She uses browns for her coloring because she wanted it sort of coffee dyed looking. But since I have this is a piece of like t-shirt cloth that has a print on it from a Carnival Cruise pajamas. I think I want to do some blues maybe the deep indigo. I need to sharpen my pencil so that I get a little more access to the ink, because I'm just going to get the color right off of there. That's an outliner pencil. That one doesn't give you maybe bark, maybe sea blue. I don't want to put any red because that'll make green. But I do think maybe charcoal. Okay. Now, first thing she did was she crunkled and cut. That was her words. I'm going to use those words. They were fun. To make this outer edge more uneven. So she takes her cloth and she crunkles it like this, nice and tight. And then she just kind of hacks at it in different shapes so that it looks like somebody's chewed it. Crunkle and cut. Do I need to make it a little shorter? Nah, it'll be all right. Maybe a little shorter on this edge. We're going to crunkle it. We're going to cut a little more off. Like that. Okay, that's good. I have a mess. Let me scoop up my mess. Put it in the trash. Okay. I'm still working on my silicone mat so that I don't make a mess with the water. This is going to go like this. Yeah, that'll fit fine. Okay. So I have my water brush with a little bit of water in it. I'm going to start with the sea blue. I'm just going to grab some color. Come on. It's dry. Brush needs to be wet. And I'm just going to do like this. I actually think I might need to get a regular and not my water brush. I think I need more water than this. Let me get a regular brush so I have a little bit more contact and some real water. Not just a dribble of water. And while I'm at it, you know what I could do? Let me grab a big piece of paper. I think this watercolor paper even. Let me do this, and then I will texture and color on here with some water. Wonder what that'll do. We're going to try it, see what that'll do. I'm going to just draw right on my cloth too. What's that going to do? I don't rightly know. That's a darker one. We'll put it on the outside. We're going to put it on the outside bits. I didn't put enough water in my bucket. Oh look, now that the fabric's wet, the block works really well. I mean, the pencil works really well. Oh yeah, that's working good. It's going all the way through too because I've got it on both sides and all over this paper. I should have just started with wet cloth. Jerry, you need to start with wet cloth. Works better. Of course, she was working with cotton. I'm working with a t-shirt fabric, so that's different anyways, but still. Oh, look how well that worked. Oh yeah, that worked really well. Let's do that again. Just set it here and just kind of drag it off the end of the pencil onto the cloth. And it's just kind of bleeding out. That looks cool. Kind of looks like tie-dye with a little more control. I like that. Oh, I like that much better. Okay, cool. And then I think on the back side, it also looks cool, but I think on the back side, I'm going to do the darker ones so they'll kind of bleed through the front but not be quite as intense on the front. Around the edges, like it's, like Jerry said that sometimes she used to burn her cloth, like literally take it over the sink with a lighter, and she did it over the sink so that she had water nearby just in case. But she would like burn her cloth to make it look like it was charred on the edges. I don't think I'm going to need the charcoal. I think this brown is enough. And we're just going to let that kind of just soak through. Like that. And then we're going to let it dry. And that should be very cool when it's dry. I don't think I want to just use the blow dryer. I think I want to let it just like air dry. I'll put a picture on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go do that. I will make a note of it. Follow me on Instagram. I will call it Texture Tag Tuesday. I'll put a hashtag. But yeah, I wanna keep making some colors onto this page. Just to make a background for another day. I'm going to add some green. Oh, you can't see anything I'm doing. Ugh, this is wet. Wet, 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 wet. It should be wet. While I'm here, I'm going to make a background. because then it'll give me something to draw on down the road. Will I use it right away? Probably not. Probably won't use it for weeks, but maybe even months. But at least it'll be available, right? So what color do I want? Over here, I've got sort of this yellowy green. I got this kind of a mustardy color. Let's go with this one. This one is what? Mulberry? No, fuchsia. I'm going to put a bright yellow right in the middle. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to let that dry and use it in a future project. Yeah, so that's texture tag on Tuesday, number 20. And like I said, I will... Oh, goodness, I just dropped a whole darn thing on the floor. Come on. Everything went on the floor. There's my paper. Where'd my cloth go? That's not what you want to see. That's not the texture tag. Let me put a piece of cloth down so I don't. Got a bit of dirt on it. That's okay. Dirt's fine. There you go. That's my piece of Inkense dyed cloth. And like I said, once it's completely dry, I will I'll take a picture and I'll post it on Instagram. So go follow my Instagram. By the time you see this video, I will have already posted it. Probably, let me see how many days ahead. You're going to see this video on the 22nd of July. I will post it on the 9th of July. So scroll back through my Instagram and you'll be able to find it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place, one person at a time. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.